a growth killer. It is a jobs killer. It is a competitiveness killer. You raise taxes on small businesses, you do it at the state level and the federal level, all you're doing is just killing your ability to create jobs. And in this 21st century economy, when your competitors are taxing their entrepreneurs and businesses less than you tax theirs, guess who wins? They do, not us. Now, the world economy is not a zero-sum game where our gain comes at someone else's expense. The economy is a dynamic thing. It's a pie that grows, and it's not a pie that's fixed, where we divide up the slices and more equitably. That's what the current regime in place thinks we do. We need to get a growth agenda, an agenda that meets our responsibilities, but more importantly, that reaffirms these ideas of this country. That basically says the founders got it right, the veterans who fought for these ideas did not die in vain, and we as Republicans are going to reclaim these ideas and reclaim our country. So we are really at that sort of choice of two futures, that proverbial fork in the road, whereby we will really, over the next few years, determine whether or not we go down this path of a European social cradle-to-grave welfare state, or whether or not we reclaim these ideas and go back and reclaim the American idea. Now, I'll simply say this. I'm a big student of history. I love reading political history. And if you look at sort of the political history of this country, we've had major realignments, political realignments, and they usually last about a generation. And I think the historians will look back in this era, and they will say that the Reagan Revolution ended in about 2008. And what they'll say is a new doctrine occurred after that. And so what I basically am saying is a political realignment is now underway in America. The question is, which way? Well, we know the way it's going right now. So the real question is what are we going to do as individuals, as Americans, as young Republicans, as granite staters? Did I get that right? Yes. As granite staters, what are we going to do to get this back? And make sure that this realignment is not just a Republican realignment, but an American realignment. I represent lots of Democrats. The district I represent went for Dukakis, Clinton, Gore, and Obama. We beat John Kerry. Nobody could relate to him in Wisconsin. That guy we can beat. When you go to Wisconsin, you call it Lambert Field. You're just not relating with people. But the point I'm trying to make is, in this district, which Charlie Cook rates as the 218th district of all of America, meaning the most swing seat, I have to get hired by Democrats, Independents, and Republicans. And there are more Democrats than Republicans, where I come from. And this is not what Democrats want. And so what I basically am saying to Democrats, the people who came into being party of the New Deal, they don't want to be a party of the raw deal. These people are not where their leadership is. The leadership of the Democrats have abandoned them. This progressivist agenda is not what the Democrats who just got laid off at GM in Janesville want. So we aren't here just to talk to Republicans. And we aren't here just to say Republicans unite. We go beyond that. And we say those of you who are Democrats who believe in the idea of this country, those of you who are independents, join us. If you agree with the idea and principles of liberty, freedom, free enterprise, self-determination, equality, opportunity, equal natural rights, if you believe in that, join us. We want you in our party, and we've got to take this country back. Because if we don't, we won't. And you know what? I think we will. We are a center-right country right now. If we are crisp, if we are clear, if we go to the American people with a real agenda and a real choice, let's put it in the hands of the American people. And if we do, you know what? They'll make the right decision. They always have. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it.